And I am Meta Abe here to commentate top 8 KOF. Wow, what a blazing trail it's been for these players leading up to this top 8.
Topsy-turvy world comes to mind. We know who's in top 8. We know exactly how they got there.
Yeah.
But it was still an entire day
mic check, there you go.
Upsets,
Let me get to the stage.
Hurt feelings, sour grapes.
From China,
XiaoHai. People are upset. Brackets are busted right now, you know?
Yeah.
I must have had like 3 fantasy brackets.
And his
and 3
opponent
different accounts on Smash TG.
from
By the way, don't delete the other 2.
Mexico,
I need them alive for another 2 months. And none of them panned out.
It's definitely one of those tournaments where you kind of forgot about certain players because there's so many good ones here.
Yes, entirely. You know, like we see Reynolds in losers on top 8. Losers side. LuisCha, possibly the most classic demon for Reynolds. Does not do well against that kind of player.
Yeah.
Knocks him into losers. Also knocks in former teammate TC Paco into losers.
Yeah, man. The pedigree is top tier at this top 8. And wow, first match going in, a winner's match. LuisCha versus XiaoHai. The dude is apparently the guy to beat. XiaoHai is definitely the dude to beat right now.
Well, that may be true, but I think LuisCha is quickly establishing himself as the man to beat at this tournament. We got to see him play some casuals last night against KOF.
That's right.
And that was something that was fun to watch, but we didn't get to see LuisCha's full power necessarily because it's been running wild on everybody today.
Yeah, man. It's been he's definitely hasn't been as exposed lately as he has in the past, and it's been a real treat to see his run at EVO this year.
I'm just really happy he made it. I'm glad that because he's been out for a little bit. He's kind of not really been in the public eye as far as KOF is concerned for a little bit of a time. And to see him come back and just snatch victory after victory after victory from people who've been playing this game all year, who have been on the headlines for this game all year, and he is just laying them to waste.
How many people did not even think of LuisCha when they thought about top 8? And
you're looking at one of them.
Yeah, you are too. And not because he's not a great player, but just like we talked about earlier, he just hasn't had as much exposure as other players. And speaking of players that haven't had a lot of exposure, it's riddled all over the brackets.
Oh, yes. A lot of these names you may not recognize. These are great players, possibly bigger in their own areas. But as far as the Western world of KOF goes, as far as EVO goes, these are the first time, this is the first time we were seeing some of these names in top 8. The first time we're seeing them at EVO at all.
Yeah, and it's a testament to the level of some of these players who have placed very high, but haven't really done it at a very high level stage, you know, or at least a very high exposure stage, high pressure.
Right, exactly. Now, the first introduction to some of these people came at the KOF World Championship Series that took place earlier this year. That's where we got to know GX Bridget better, who is now going as ZJZ. We got to know M-Dash better, even though if you followed KOF 13 from the Japan scene, you knew who he was already. We got to see more of him. This is his first time out here at EVO. And he is currently the world's best. He is the World Championship Series champion.
Yeah, and, you know, people got to recognize the amount of exposure you get at placing at EVO, right? People have never forgotten the past EVOs and who's placed and who's won those tournaments, right? And this is a great opportunity for people to make a name for themselves, seriously.
Entirely, you know, because some of the legends of KOF are not present in this top 8 right now. Most notably, Mad KOF. Mad KOF did not crack top 8 this year after, I believe, 3 solid years of cracking top 8.
Yeah, he's been very consistent, but just could not muster a top 8 appearance.
No, and you know, he definitely was on point today. So whoever knocked him out, kudos to you. We're about to get into this, it looks like. Button check's over. All that blustering aside, now we get to see what XiaoHai and LuisCha are really made out of.
All right, man. I'm really excited. I want to see what this clash is about. I'd like to see this fundamental play. I want to see how XiaoHai attacks this and how LuisCha adapts. Okay, already gets to jump in first. We've got him towards the corner. All right, LuisCha backing up a little bit.
LuisCha don't look like he won any of that right now, trying to feel him out.
Trying to slow down the gameplay a little bit.
He might be a little bit nervous. Jumping on those right Jinkins is not something that he normally would fall for, basically.
And already XiaoHai is, as always, very in control of the pace of the match. It's very hard to take that away from him. But LuisCha gets a combo into the corner, able to slow down this interaction.
Good for the reset, keeps the hold that frame advantage. And I gotta say, LuisCha's ability to adapt to that jump in after it turned him around was masterful.
Oh!
XiaoHai with the great confirms.
That's right. And, you know, despite XiaoHai taking that one away, I really like the character choices here because Benimaru is characteristically difficult to outpoke in the air, in the ground, and to keep at bay, you know. And I feel like these characters that LuisCha has is actually a pretty good pick against them.
Right, I think so too. Now earlier we did get to see LuisCha running Andy on point. He's chosen to put him center position. And so possibly hoping to capitalize on some of the momentum he was getting, putting Andy on point at a later point in the match.
You already see he's definitely probably most comfortable with his Andy play.
Oh, for sure.
He's been most aggressive. His zoning has been pretty on point.
And he knows the power of that jump CD.
Yeah, he's definitely been backing off XiaoHai here.
Ooh, that's sweet.
XiaoHai finally got 1 meter to go for some activation mix-up.
If he gets that low B, though, that's going to be problems.
Uh-oh, get it started. Does not want to let him get it started. I like the plays that he's making here. But LuisCha is going to have to close the gap here eventually, which is going to make him take some risks.
He's going to have to hurry up, though, because he's getting a lot of time off the clock right now. He needs to get it to the point where he's going to get some life back for killing this Benimaru, if he can do it. If he takes a low B into a max mode combo, all of it's for nothing.
Just needs that one hit, and he's working so hard.
Oh, no.
Oh, and he just keeps draining his life away.
Oh, there it is!
No, all that work
That's
negated.
Gonna kill. That's it.
He literally negated all that work. And that's the fear that can be instilled by somebody like XiaoHai. That whole time, he worked for about 10 to 12 seconds on trying to nick away that one last little piece of life. And because he couldn't convert, lost that round.
Lost that round to the classical B. Now this Mui has a ton of work ahead of her. Can probably take out this Benimaru really cleanly right there. No life loss. But he's got Kua coming up next for 2 bars.
All right, man. He's definitely going to have to rev it up right here with Mui.
Rev it up.
Woo! And this is a tough matchup here with Kula.
Yeah, she's got to get in. Kula doesn't have to do anything.
Play it safe. Doesn't have to commit too hard to anything, really. A lot of trades are probably going to happen.
And now we're seeing those reactions from XiaoHai where he sees the hole in the block string and he's going to blow it up with a DP.
It's really difficult to find an opening here in this matchup for Mui.
Yeah, I can imagine this is probably tough for Mui simply because her best asset is something that Kula just doesn't have to worry about.
Exactly.
You know, that right there, that far stance C. And Kula has one of those as well. All right, make it count. If he gets rid of her now, it's going to be pretty good for him going into the last round.
He's still got 2 meters to work with, so he can make something happen. Maybe a quick punish with the far C.
Doesn't want to spend it, though. I don't think that's smart. I think he should spin that bar right now if he gets another hit.
XiaoHai coming into the mix-up and burn some meters.
Oh, he uses it anyway. Oh,
okay.
Clean.
All right. Wow, really turning it around here for LuisCha. Giving himself the opportunity to come up.
But this Iori though.
That's right.
The Iori.
This is the Iori.
And this is where things kind of slow down. This is where people start holding their breath, clutching their pearls. When XiaoHai's Iori gets on screen, people, you know, they barred the windows, they locked the doors.
This is where you feel those years of experience all in one character. Like, whoa, 98 Iori, whoa, 02.
Oh, the Scum Gizzle just a bit outside.
Oh, folks, but I don't know how this is going to turn out. He's got 0 meters. 5 meters XiaoHai.
2 hits.
This is very dangerous.
Can't confirm, though. Gets a grab out of the corner.
LuisCha still keeping it aggressive. I like the play. I like what he's forcing here.
Oh, nice.
Oh, trying to go for the overhead activation. Still has some meter to work with. Could get a mix-up, possibly a command grab. Not going to have any time to take advantage of it so far, though.
He's going to wait it out, and that's all right because the life is pretty much even at this point. Oh, watch out for the Scum Gal. He knew it was coming.
So hard to deal with these mix-ups and the fundamental play at this point. XiaoHai could likely just activate and close this out. Doesn't even need to connect.
Oh, nice jump, though. Didn't have to
Blocks
take that
mix
jump.
Up. Now he has 1 meter. He can make something happen here.
Ooh.
Look out for that far C. Looking to pop it.
He's going to have to get creative here.
Whoa!
LuisCha!
One more.
Get out of there. Get out of there.
LuisCha
needs to get out of there. There is no reason for him to get. Oh! Take it easy! Oh! My Lord!
LuisCha! Wow, stood his ground the entire match and slowly but surely capitalized at the end of that.
You know scare, I know scare.
Wow, amazing play by LuisCha. And now you got him on his heels.
Now XiaoHai has to be worried. Now he's like, I didn't know Anchor Mui Mui was a problem.
And LuisCha, I always believe. LuisCha knows.
He's like, you don't know?
I knew I had the juice.
I've been in the cave for 6 months, baby, working on this girl.
Do you see the dirt on my elbows? Do you see the dirt on my forearms?
I just took a shower 5 minutes ago. I'm already dirty. That's how clean. Nah, that's how dirty that Mui Mui is.
All right, man. LuisCha kicking up some dust here in the first round.
And now Xiao has to do it all over again.
And characteristically, XiaoHai does get a lot more aggressive after he loses, so let's see how he adjusts.
Well, you have to, especially like that.
You just cannot allow somebody like LuisCha to get comfortable and play his pace, because that's really what happened.
Yeah,
he slowed down the pace to where LuisCha feels a lot more comfortable.
Fell right into the trap. And now XiaoHai has to work doubly hard to make sure that doesn't happen again. And now LuisCha feeling like he can do whatever he wants.
Wow, gets the cross up.
No conversion off that, but it's all right. That orange meter is real, and this is going to take out the XiaoHai.
Blow it?
Yeah.
Oh, does not need to blow it.
Not have to. 1 bar damage for Benimaru. So unfair, but whatever. We love the character. Just kidding. But this is where things got a little murky, as it were.
This match
why?
Slowed down almost to a grinding halt, and then sped up at the end, and LuisCha blew it.
And you gotta feel like LuisCha's feeling really comfortable too, because he feels like, hey, I can spend some time downloading this guy right now. A guard break, Andy.
That is huge.
That is strictly an older Bogart brother tactic.
Definitely not known for his guard breaks.
No.
Wow, and that just goes to show you how full speed LuisCha is right now.
He can go in all gears, man. First gear all the way to 18.
Got to be careful with a player like LuisCha. Definitely a momentum place type character.
And we're talking about a character here that basically has no DP and still will throw a fireball from full screen.
Oh, what a bait! Did you see that bait? That was so sick. Took advantage of his supreme reactions. That was great. Wow.
That is a level of thinking that you just don't reach overnight.
It works. I've seen so many people theorize about that, and it finally works.
All right, hold that EX fireball. What you gonna do about it?
Oh, so much respect right now. XiaoHai has to play respectful.
Well, he got stung so hard from that.
Wow. When you connect the far D, you know it's going your way.
Ooh. And XiaoHai's scared right now. He is leaking.
He doesn't have to do anything right now.
He's hurt, man. His soul is hurt.
He could close the space. He could back off. It's LuisCha's game.
Sees the hole.
That dude studies. He studies his gameplay, baby.
The Kino eye is real within LuisCha.
Wow, phenomenal play so far. Can XiaoHai turn this around?
I don't think so. It is way too far in LuisCha's favor. He's going to do something big. XiaoHai has to basically flip the script on LuisCha right now and put him on his head.
Well, if you ever needed the guy up there to do it, he's the one.
Definitely the one.
Oh, and get started with the command grab.
Speaking of momentum, spin the bar, get that damage. That's going to take him out.
That's some chunky damage, baby.
Still going to have more meter than this Mui Mui coming. Ooh,
trying to make him work for it. LuisCha trying to make him work.
I respect it. Still going to have 3 bars going in.
Ooh.
And going to have about full health, I believe.
We have come into the danger zone where both players are so dangerous right now.
Breaded up. Just butter me up, baby. Put me on the frying pan.
Oh, this is going to have to be earned. This is not going to be free for either one.
No way. And you know XiaoHai hates playing matches.
Oh, blocks the overhead,
He's like,
but still has some meter to work with.
XiaoHai thinking, man, this guy thinks way too much right now.
Decided not really to commit to those far D activations. Usually I see him try to go for that to get the momentum going. Oh!
Is that gonna, yeah, it's gonna connect. All right.
And saves the meter for that. A very common tactic as of late. Oh, man.
LuisCha's going down for this one. All right, we're going 1-1, ladies and gentlemen.
And an anticlimactic second match going into the next match.
That's the adjustment, though. That's the adjustment I was talking about. In this tournament series, in this level of playing this game, it's not about how much you know and how good you are at executing it. That's a part of it. But 80% of it is the ability to adjust and stay consistent. And XiaoHai is definitely better at that than anybody else in the building right now.
He's definitely he definitely keeps the train on the tracks longer than most. That's for sure.
Now the question is, can LuisCha prove me wrong?
Yeah, here we go, man. This is where you see a great player emerge.
LuisCha
that was so sick.
Calls out the sweep.
Use the EVO underneath, and XiaoHai tried to challenge and gets knocked by the San CD. Very smart play there.
Just lucky LuisCha didn't have any meter.
Who is that daring? Wow, LuisCha turning it up, and that's what he's got to do, man. He's playing the notes correctly.
LuisCha right now is literally saying to himself, Xiao, who is this guy?
This is a serious battle right here. This is real back and forth. This, I don't know. This is as good as it gets. Oh!
That's a little basic. Probably tried to roll out of that, didn't get it.
2 meters work. Can he use the blowback possibly? No. Decides to activate. Chesting him down.
You need something behind that. You can't just keep throwing those out like that. All right, nice dandy.
The normals. The zoning.
He's going to take it.
Gets the jump in.
The
now
cojones.
LuisCha's up. Ooh, and LuisCha in there just willing to challenge. Continue to keep trying to challenge in this fight. And now he finds himself ahead.
And I got to say, he has been proving that he's been making this Kula pretty much ineffective the entire evening.
Well, like I said, man, he's definitely got great characters to work with these. Characteristically difficult.
Oh, speaking of seeing the hole in things, calls out the Ryu Imbu with far stand B.
All right, man. I mean, the name of the game here for XiaoHai is really to keep it fundamental here, you know, and try to close the gap. There you go, and he's being very aggressive again, which is what he needs to do.
But he might be weary of this. He knows this is where everything turned around last time. Oh my God!
Big damage!
Just doesn't block the double hop.
Decides not to burn the meter.
He wants the big damage.
Oh, nice down D anti-air. Always love to see those.
Which word again? Oh my God! Just runs up
XiaoHai. Wow, and gets beat by the guard cancel blowback.
Was XiaoHai looking for the grab? Was he trying to tech?
I don't know, man, but the way that LuisCha has been challenging in his face, running up and just pressing the right buttons at the right time, the man's timing is impeccable. But XiaoHai trying to make a turnaround with the most elite character that he's got.
And LuisCha wanting no more of that.
Once again, going to work, trying to slow down this gameplay that is Iori, which is very difficult to do.
Yeah, and that low D is paying off dividends for Andy right now.
Placement just so good so far when it gets right out of there.
Oh, caught him. All right. This is where things turn around from. This is where things happen.
All right, man. Hey, that's actually the first time I've seen him do this in that match. So he stand deactivates. He's had a lot of opportunities to do that before and was playing a little bit more conservatively. So maybe
possibly felt like he didn't need to do it.
Yeah, exactly. But now he feels like he needs to get the aggression going. Because he has been getting slowed down a lot by the way that LuisCha plays. LuisCha slows down momentum.
And it's happening again. We're seeing this Iori back off from his Mui, but he's not going to be able to do anything from that distance. He just doesn't want to be in that sphere of influence.
Very careful, both of them.
Watching out for that far stand C. Whoa,
oh, wow.
The far stand D, though.
Great placement in that far stand D. Make an appearance in this last round.
Takes the full knockdown, doesn't try to tech roll out of there.
Roll back, very good use of meter. Has other 3 on stock, about to get 4.
Ooh, no command grab. It was definitely right for it. Ooh, he was thinking about it. He was thinking about it.
I feel like that would have worked.
Yeah.
Closing the distance. Put him in the corners. Backs right off. I like the way LuisCha's working this.
Oh no! Oh, he gets it back anyway!
Chooses to save the meter.
No
he's working for the bait!
Went and did it! Just went and did it!
Not dead yet.
Enough!
The magic pixel!
Oh, wow!
Wow! LuisCha takes the round and takes the match, putting the legend XiaoHai into losers. Amazing play.
What an explosive opening to top 8. Incredible.
You are short of shocking the world so far, LuisCha. Staying in winners.
How many guys are about to claim this man's? That's my boy, dog.
Yeah, right? I always knew he could do it. I kept it to myself, but, you know. Wow.
How do we top that?
Wow. And that's what you love to see in a KOF match, man. When it's a lot of back and forth, big adjustments, and at the end of the day, it's just like you said earlier, you know, whoever can stay the most consistent, can keep the train on the rails the longest, is really who came out ahead in that match.
Yeah, totally. You know, we get to see where XiaoHai's breaking point is. We obviously saw that he did not like the position that he was in, and he kind of gave up. He kind of gave up.
I mean, we were talking about him not letting loose a lot of strategies that he usually uses in matches, and he finally started using that far Sandia into activation. But I really think that that's where he lost the match, where he just did not keep up the aggression, which is very odd for a player like XiaoHai and having the character like Iori on deck.
You think maybe he bet too much on it?